made this circuit to drive some flybacks, but unfortunately the 3 or so that I have are pretty much all crapped out. I think I've got one that's sort of just barely hanging on. What this is, as you can see, is basically, it's just a PWM module. This is how I used to drive flybacks in the past. This board came about because somehow I crapped this out driving some other high voltage circuit with it. I could still grab a functioning signal somewhere else on the board. It was just inverted. So I just ran that to the hex inverter to clean it up a little bit, and then just inverted it back to feed this gate driver and driving this MOSFET. It's a fake IRF 460. No resonant cap, and I believe the polarity is right, and I think the rectifiers still work. And I'm going to run this at about 12 volts, 12.2, and I've got it started off at about 18.4 kilohertz, about 15% duty cycle. I'm going to cut that on, and at 15%, 12 volts, hardly pulling anything. Probably get the little most baby parts there. Just little tiny guys. This doesn't pull anything. I'll put it all the way to 30. Pulling an amp. So that'll be like a little 30 watt arc right there, you know. Just pull something like that. Maybe play audio. So you can make different coils work. I ended up trashing this flyback. So now this one doesn't work right, and I can only pull sort of medium hot arcs, but the voltage on it has just dropped out almost completely. So I have to drive this at like 30 volts just to get anything out of it, which kind of sucks, but at least I can hook the interrupter up to it just to drive it that way. This is my Tesla Coil interrupter. I'm just going to use that, and I'm just going to put that like right there. You can see it's like regular Tesla coil. Doesn't pull any power doing that, obviously, until I crank the on time up. But that's obviously how you audio modulate it also. So obviously, to make that work good, you've got to get a significant enough arc, which this one doesn't want to do anymore. So anyway, it's kind of a shame I don't have a flyback that'll give me good enough output right now. But just to, again, just kind of show with the interrupter, same deal. Pretty much as a Tesla coil. This one, ZVS driven. This one's got the center tap. So 20 volts starts to get a little more interesting. And that's pulling about 7 amps. So leave that like that. Cut it all the way up to 24. Then the arc gets really hot, obviously. I really wanted that arc to be way hotter. I'd you know, throw that little other extra blue cap on, but again, battery can't really take it. ZVS driver, you know, stone cold. So while fixed frequency like this, just driving it with squares just really wasn't doing a whole lot. The ZVS still drives it pretty good. However, this was way more impressive, this topology voltage wise, when the all the flybacks were still good.